Hey everyone, today we're back in the custom pack, and I call this custom pack the Obligatory Transform pack. That means every time you see a Water of Youth or a Konpeito, you need to use it. You have to use it. Now you can freeze it and roll a couple times or whatever, but if you see it in the shop, you have to use it. So we're going to go through this main run here and some bonus clips. I ran this pack actually a good amount, probably 12 games or so, and every time I won, I think I had like 3 or 4 wins total. Every time I won, what I did was basically the pets that were on my final team, or if I used a pet a good amount throughout the run, I just swapped the pet out for something else to kind of keep it fresh, keep it moving. And this pack is basically just a mix of really good scalers and really good ability units. So there's less of the kind of like intermediate kind of pivot units. I mean, I still am going to have things like Turkey and the blue ring octopus here or there, you know, stuff like that. But for the most part, it's all just strong ability units and good like scaling tempo units. Scaling or tempo units, I should say. So there's a Water of Youth. Use it on the hatching chick and we get a puppy. I'm interested to see if I end up accidentally missing any here, especially in the beginning of games. You know, considering they open up on turn 3, I was spamming these games and there was a couple times where I'd do 3 or 4 rolls in a row and I'm like, oh, I'm not really looking at the item shop. A lot of time at the beginning of the games, I don't really pay much attention to the item shop. Occasional apple here or there, or of course, freezing a pill. So yeah, not getting many wins here, but luckily, you know, we're finding units to potentially level up, upgrade. So it's all good, and decide to use the avocado. When I'd get down to 3 golden turns, I really was scared of just rolling 3 times. I mean, obviously I would just freeze a Water of Youth and keep rolling some more, use it towards the end of the next turn. But yeah, as I was going through this, I found there's kind of a method to the madness. You can use it to really benefit you. So a lot of times what I was doing was on my early level ups, instead of taking the pet I wanted, I would just take the highest base stat pet, and then I would just try to transform it real quick into something else. And you're playing, it's a big gamble, right? You're kind of just spinning the wheel, hoping. But if it works out, it's pretty glorious. I was like, how do I want to put this? And a lot of times, even in the little, like changing to the puppy there, right? Now we got a level 2 puppy, and then we'll see if we transform this puppy at a later time. Looks like we're keeping the puppy and the weasel. The 2 units we're investing in right now, which are kind of 2 perfect units to transform. I figure, okay, if we have units to transform, let's bring in a strong unit like a rooster. We can pill the beta fish on it, we can put the lasagnas on it, and then we can worry about transforming our weasel and the puppy. And yeah, there's the scaling. It all comes in. I guess I wanted the bro stats on the husky. And look at that. Just use a Water of Youth on the bro, and now we have a red dragon. Red Dragon doesn't have the best base stats. I think it's like a 2-7, something like that. So it's didn't really lose out on stats, and now we gain the crisp ability. That's going to help us in battle. And can scrape out the draw. So only 3 trophies, but 3 hearts still. Turn 9. Let's just start stacking this rooster. Surprised I'm not buying these pairs. A lot of times I would want to just, yeah, buy pairs. Kind of take anything you can get. It's kind of all about just running decent tempo, staying ahead of the curve by any means necessary, and then just kind of hoping you hit when you get the transforms later on. The transforms that you do kind of these earlier rounds, just kind of hoping you can survive and thrive, or just kind of hoping you can survive to where you can thrive later. So take the waffle. I figure now it's perfect. If I find a Water of Youth, should go on the puppy. Let's obviously take the chocolate first, and we can sell down perfectly into a behemoth. Behemoth has great base stats, and it's a self-scaler. So Behemoth's a great unit for this challenge where you basically just bring it in, get it scaled a bit, and then eventually if you have nothing else to Water of Youth or Konpeito, you just throw it on the Behemoth. You know, take the stats while you can, and then just transform it and hope you get something great. So right now, I was going to say we had Behemoth, Husky, Puppy, Weasel, Rooster, just kind of taking a snapshot of the team. Now we have a Highland Cow, and look at that, 1.5 Highland Cow, it's just sitting there in the shop. And yeah, at this point in the game, since I was kind of like spamming food and stuff earlier, trying to avoid the Water of Youths, now I'm going to be rolling for the Konpeitos more and, you know, just kind of trying to spam them. And we got a Tar, so now we have some great units with abilities. Hopefully the level 2 Husky can, you know, be enough scaling to sustain. And bring in the Manticore, perfect timing. But we get him. So that felt good. Won by a lot there. 2 chilies, 2 chicks in reserve. I'm assuming this run's going to come after I have another run that uses Rooster. Rooster's not the main part, it's just like a utility unit to provide some summons. But yeah, the chicks that spawn, I use a seagull with it, and I use some blobfish reset technology. If you haven't seen that video, go check it out. I'll try to link it in the description. Hopefully I'll remember. Really bad at linking videos sometimes when I make these comments towards the end of videos because I'll edit them a couple days later. And the chilies breaks the melon. And we get the cleanup. So 7 trophies, 3 hearts remaining. Turn 13, so, you know, if we win out, great. If we don't win out, scary. But what an incredible turn there. Now we have level 2 Tiger Bug, level 2 Highland Cow. Looks like we're going to push Tar level 3. I would assume I'm going to push Rooster level 3 and probably not take this Tar. That Tar is probably frozen just to act as an apple in case I can't find anything else to buy. And it's a Flying Fish Love Potion. And, oh my gosh, so many trumpets. How big's their bus? Flying Fish, not the best thing with bus, but man, that Flying Fish Nyala is absolutely insane. And our chicks and our chili and our trumpets can get it done. It's absolutely incredible. And obviously, this is a really strong team, right? If you were to build this team from scratch, you'd be like, oh wow, this person had such a high roll. They just got these strong units leveled up. They got a level 2 Husky, but we transformed into most of these units. At least 3 of them, right? And there you go. We had the Water of Youth with 8 trophies. I felt good. We have decent stats. I figure, okay, we can risk the scaling. And what do you know? We get a cow. So we just lost out on 2-2 for 3 units of scaling. It's kind of scary. Get another Water of Youth there so we can use that next turn. And yeah, you can see I unfroze the pet shop because I was like, I just need to either find a cow and start spamming cows, or I need to get waffles, or I need to transform this cow into something else. And what do you know? We face a super strong team, and we go down to 2 hearts. Turn 15. We get a monkey! Yes, we get the scaling back. Oh, thank the lords. And yeah, I don't think I realized I had the Rooster in the wrong position, but we had the Tiger Bug, so it didn't make a big difference. And yeah, we want to spam all the food we can on the Highland Cow and Rooster. I figure the Rooster is probably a little more value than the Highland Cow at this point. Whether this Golden Retriever is at 17 or 25, whatever, probably won't make the biggest difference. Getting more attack on these 3 chicks, probably going to make the difference. And 9 trophies, so I'm definitely going to be looking to transform. Also need equipment, but yeah, we'll just take the stats. 1 on the Rooster. Do not take the other chicken leg because we're doing a challenge. I would love to transform. We get a Sleipnir. So unfortunately, we don't have a lot of stats, but level 2 Sleipnir, I mean, it's a little mana. Let's see if the mana does anything. We're losing out on 4/4 stats to gain 6 mana. And we hit the axolotl. And this mana breaks a melon. So that was great. That was a great mana. Unfortunately for us, we go down to 1 heart. So turn 17, 9 trophies, 1 heart remaining. Take the Water of Youth, we get an alpaca. I figure, you know what, 2 chicken legs here. Alpaca is not what I wanted, but I am certainly taking these 2 chicken legs on the rooster. It could make up for our inefficient lack of scaling. And we're just leaving the order as is, praying to the sap gods. This order got us this far. They have vulture and snake and rhino. Oh my word, this is just terrifying. Great trade there on the stoat. We get some chili value. And luckily we know the rhino's not going to pop off like crazy because our rooster should stop it. Oh, 17 damage snipe, 12 damage snipe. That is terrifying. But we got the rooster, we got the 3 chicks. It looked incredible. So good amount of transforms on that run. I was pretty happy. But yeah, let's check out some bonus clips. Alright, picking up this one on turn 11, we have 8 trophies and 5 hearts remaining, so an absolutely incredible place to be in the game. And the main reason for that is the transforms absolutely hit. This level 2 Nurikabe was a level 2 turkey before. Obviously you can see we've had level 2 baboon, just kind of force scaling the whole way. And when we got the level 2 turkey, we basically pivoted in, I think, like this unicorn, crane, and behemoth. So got the value off the turkey, getting the value off the baboon. And you can see here, we just have chocolates and units frozen. So the high roll continues. It looks incredible. So yeah, I believe the unicorn and the Nurikabe are 2 units that we've just been kind of transforming for a while. Yeah, I think we just brought the crane and behemoth in with that turkey. You see there, the crane is a perfect counter against the scorpion, right? Even though it still kind of got us in the end. And yeah, self-scaling to transform. Hopefully you can get a level 2 behemoth quick. But might as well take the transform on the unicorn. We got a turtle. So that's incredible. We get the 2 melons. Probably should have ran front turtle. I don't know why I didn't. I think it's just because I was spamming games and I was kind of just going through like the monotony of the process, right? So mistakes are definitely made when you do that stuff. Yeah, strong team there. Real Velociraptor. There's our level 2 behemoths, so that's great. And yeah, at 9 trophies, so it's like this game might not last that long. And I figured, you know what? I'm just going to pill this turtle. I'm just going to take the 2 melons. Let's just keep changing it up. And take the high base stats, right? The 10-6. And let's just transform, see what we get. We get a Sleipnir. Okay. Hopefully the baboon will start hitting that. It does. So it's just fun stuff like that where it's not very efficient, but sometimes it just really works out. And yeah, if you win fast enough, you catch teams that are still shop scaling and you just win out. So let's see what else we got. Showing another quick bonus clip here, the final turn, because this was a unicorn visitor bug scaled team. I had level 2 giraffe for a long time, and look what it ended up being. It ended up being another level 2 turtle. That was probably, I think that was my visitor bug. I think my unicorn ended up becoming maybe this cobra. I think the leopard we brought in by itself, and the behemoth, I don't know where that came from, but it's just so funny that you get a certain team, right? If you're doing like unicorn visitor bug, usually you're building an ailment team, right? You might eventually replace visitor bug with like a phoenix, scale the whole team. I actually did that recently in a whole crispy custom pack build. Super fun team using all the crisp units. And yeah, you end up with just 4 super powerful units. It's absolutely hilarious. We got more. Alright, the final bonus clip, a little bit longer one, because this is quite the wild ride here. Turn 12, 6 trophies, 3 hearts remaining, so pretty good place to be. Have a Water of Youth frozen. Look at all the cats. So many cats, don't know what to do with them really. So I decided, okay, we're going to take the level up, and of course we're going to toss the food, take the scaling, figure, okay, I probably don't need that cat. I'm going to be spending so much money on food and Water of Youths. And cat was kind of a cheaper way to go with this challenge because you ended up like freezing food and freezing your item shop a lot. So it kind of prevents, or you kind of get less Water of Youths and Konpeitos, but yeah, it's still, they still show up plenty. So we get a sauropod, which is actually incredible. I didn't have sauropod in my initial runs in this pack. And I figured, you know what? If I'm going to be spamming this much like food and items, might as well go for it. We get another one. So might as well take the behemoth. And then we get a weasel instead of our beta fish. I wasn't finding a pill, so I was like, you know what? Just need to get off this beta fish. And the weasel's actually incredible because it can pretty much guarantee with the sauropod and the cat that we use our 2 cat triggers. And luckily with the stats we have, we are hopefully big enough to at least draw. Although the shark spino teams are very, very scary. Crush through melon, yes. Crush through lemon and melon. Konpeito, and we have a walrus now. So now we have a turtle and a walrus. A lot of people might see that as a problem. I see that as a solution to a lack of wait, what am I saying? I don't know. I really don't know. So here I take an avocado because I believe next turn I might just be setting up to sell the weasel, bring in a cow, and go some cat-cow action. Cat-cow action. And we face up against a very large weasel. Very scary team. Wait, our peanuts. We have nobody to give peanuts to. As you can see, I'm valuing melon more than peanuts. Don't know if that's the right call. And yeah, double level 2 sauropod instantly to level 3 sauropod so we can grab this cow. Not sure if that was the best order of operations, but it's the order that we took. Decide, let's just keep using this gold, take any stats we can get. Konpeito, and now we have a behemoth, now we have a level 2 behemoth. So our behemoth became a walrus and is now a behemoth again. It's funny how it works out sometimes. So definitely inefficient, right? But if you have a sauropod, you can make up for that efficiency. So I think that's why this run was kind of like doing so well still. You could see our 2 big units, our melons. A lot of these runs I wasn't buying equipment, so thankfully like the turtle was kind of like carrying. And what do you know? We got another sauropod. So now it's like, okay, let's just spam food like crazy. We want to make sure we get value out of the second cat trigger. We'll most likely take this pair. Yep. Pair is good enough. 6/6 pair. Every chicken leg I see should be tossed. And yeah, more avocados because if we lose, then we still have another heart. And then we can look to transform everything, right? That was my thought process. Is like, ooh, if I just get enough gold. Rev, don't do it to him. Rev. Mandrake and then Crane. Wait, but I want melon. 3 HP. Oh, Rev. I was running into Rev all night running this, and I was like, you know what? Mandrake's sick. You can't get mad at someone for running Mandrake. And then just going like big Mandrake with the Crane there. Oh, it's just glorious. Absolutely glorious. Sorry, Rev. I hope your video comes out before I... This one probably won't come out for like midweek or something. So yeah, there you go. We got a Hydra and a reindeer now. And Hydra's great, but level 1 Hydra is a little bit underwhelming. And we run into a massive... I'm going to rewind this. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Okay, so let's see. 2 level 3 starfish, level 3 leviathan, level 3 behemoth, already at 100. Everything's at 50 max stats. Everything has melon. This is the strongest this team can possibly be. It's only turn 17. Normally you run into these teams turn 20 plus with the 100. I mean, there's a foul taste in my mouth right now. Our level 2 reindeer with melon just got smashed. We don't even get through half the team. It's so sad. But yeah, I had so much fun doing this. This is kind of my new iteration of my transform pack. I still want to submit that as a weekly submission again. I have a transform pack that's all self-scalers into transform. I think it would be really cool as a weekly pack. So basically there's no like crazy scaling, and the only way to get scaling on units with abilities is to basically get a self-scaler like a Mantis or a Behemoth, scale it up, and then transform it. So yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Like, comment, subscribe. As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.